I told you that the reason why you're feeling stuck is not because you're lazy, it's not because you're unmotivated, and it's definitely not because you're broken. It's because you've been pushing forward down a path that just isn't clear. Hey, if you're here, I already know a few things about you. You're tired. Not just physically tired, but soul tired. You've got dreams, but every time you start, something knocks you off track. That could be family, friends, work. You look around and it feels like everyone else is moving forward and you're stuck in the same place, moving really quickly, but going nowhere. But let me tell you this. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not behind. You're just stuck. And stuck is not permanent. Hi, my name is Takia, and this series is called From Stuck to Unstuck because I've been there. I've lived there. I've stared at a ceiling, wondering what happened to the version of me that knew what to do, what steps to take. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Getting unstuck isn't about fixing yourself. It's about remembering yourself. It's about choosing intentional movement, even if it's small. I'm big on intention, especially as Muslim, we have a saying, actions are but by intentions. So your intentions can lead those actions. It's about being honest enough to say, this version of me deserves a way out. As a wife, a mother, a former educator, an expat, I've always been the strong one. I'm the firstborn, so a lot has been put on my shoulders through the years growing up. I was always holding it down for someone else. But I still found myself in seasons where I felt frozen, where I questioned my own worth, my timing, my ability to start again, where to start, how to start. And I was waiting on motivation within to magically show up. It didn't. It didn't. But I had to continue moving. That's what we do. You know, we're not just moving for ourselves, we're moving for our families, etc. I had to move anyway, and I want to help you move as well. So it's about a mindset shift that we must have. Getting unstuck, as I said, it's not just about yourself, fixing yourself. It's about remembering that self before the overwhelm, before you started comparing yourself to others. It's about realigning with your actual purpose, reorienting yourself to your actual purpose. Research indicates that adopting a growth mindset, basically the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, can significantly enhance resilience and motivation. This perspective shifts the focus from self-criticism to self-compassion, fostering an environment where the personal growth is attainable. That's what we want. We want to create an environment where the personal growth is attainable. So moreover, embracing small intentional movements, as I mentioned, can lead to sustainable progress over time. Studies have also shown that incremental steps, even as modest as increasing daily physical activity, eating healthy, those things can reduce stress. And we definitely know a thing or two about stress. When I felt stuck, it wasn't because I was lazy. It was because I was overwhelmed with the choices, but I didn't trust any of them. I'd sit down with a million tabs open, a brain full of ideas, notebooks filled, but no clear next step. It wasn't that I didn't want to move forward. I just didn't know where to begin. And honestly, I wasn't even sure what direction I should be heading in anymore. That kind of confusion, it messes with your confidence. I started doubting if I was capable of the job, capable of juggling mom, wife, employee, trying to be an entrepreneur, leaving the country, moving back to the country. I felt like I should know what to do, but I didn't. And because I didn't entrust myself to choose the right path, I didn't choose at all. I just stayed the course on what I was already doing. That's the part that made me feel stuck, not a lack of effort, but a lack of clarity, actually, and a fear that any move I made might be the wrong one. Sort of like analysis paralysis. If that's where you are right now, this series is for you. So if you've been feeling like something's wrong with you, like you missed the boat, like you didn't get the memo, you missed the assignment, like everyone else figured out the secret, let me be clear, you are not the problem, but you do deserve a process. And that's what we're building here together. I use a technique or a strategy. No, I use a system that basically helped me walk through those processes. And also, whenever I feel stuck, I implement those. In the next videos, I will definitely unveil those different steps so that you can too see if this is something that you will be able to implement in your life and it will be beneficial. That's what we're all about here. If we need you to gain something that you can find beneficial in your life. But for now, I want you to remember, you don't need to hustle your way out of being stuck. You need a rhythm that works with your reality. This is just the beginning. In the next video, we're digging into why we get stuck in the first place and how to start moving again without burning out or bulldozing ourselves. So we'll continue with the process of our mindset shift into thinking about this as a reorientation, and we'll continue making our path clear. This is just the preliminary step of that. If this hit home, drop a comment, maybe ask a question if you like. Tell me where you're stuck. And if you know another woman who needs this, send it to her. Let her know we're not doing stuck anymore. We're getting unstuck together. See you in the next one.